Good day everybody. I'm happy to meet with you once again. Now the topic for us today is theory of consumers' behavior. And whenever you talk about theory of consumers' behavior, you're talking about the way at which consumers react to the consumption of goods and services. And that rate at which consumers react to the consumption of goods and services is called utility. In that case, I have to define utility. What is utility? Utility can simply be defined as the amount of satisfaction consumer derives from the consumption of commodities over a period of time. So that satisfaction that is derived over a period is not referred to as what? Utility. Now there are two types of utility, or rather three types of utility. We have the place utility, the time utility, and the form utility. Now when you talk about place utility, there's a utility that you derive until you move from one locality to another locality. Satisfaction that you derive. For example, you go to your farm to produce goods. The satisfaction from the farm produce will not be ascertained until it has gotten to the final consumers. That is place utility. Then time utility, there's a satisfaction that cannot be gotten until over a period. Now, for example, a pregnant woman of about 6 months will be willing to be delivered of her baby, but because it's not yet time, the satisfaction cannot be derived until that time approaches, which is 9 months, all things being equal. So the satisfaction that you derive over a period is referred to as the time utility. Then the next one is form utility. The satisfaction that you derive as a result of what? Transforming or processing a commodity from one form to another form is referred to as a form utility. For instance, you transform wood to table and chairs, or trees to table and chairs. That transformation of trees from table and chair is called what? Form utility. It's known or referred to as what? Form utility. Now, without wasting time, because as a matter of fact we don't have that time, that luxury of time, we'll go to the next aspect, which is what? Concept of utility. Now, under the concept of utility, we have what we call the total utility, we have the marginal utility, and we have the average utility. Now, what is total utility? When you talk about total utility, you are referring to the total amount of satisfaction consumer derives from the consumption of commodities over a period of time. So that total amount of satisfaction that you derive from the consumption of commodities over a period of time is referred or known as what? Total utility. Alright? Now how is it done? You observe that that's the total utility. Okay? That's total utility. Then the marginal utility. Of course, before the marginal utility, your total utility is average utility times quantity. Average utility times quantity. Then the next line is what? The marginal utility. When you talk about marginal, you're talking about additional. The additional satisfaction that you derive as a result of consuming an extra unit of a given commodity is referred to as marginal utility. So marginal always entails additional. And additional goes with satisfaction. The additional satisfaction that you derive as a result of consuming an extra unit of a given commodity is called what? Marginal utility. Now if you have the diagram here of the marginal utility, it's always going down. Why? Because as you consume a commodity, the satisfaction tends to decline. It does not increase. If you are very famished and you take a plate of food, after that plate of food and you want to take another plate of food, you observe that even though your stomach is increasing, the satisfaction that you are deriving from the consumption of that food tends to decline as a result of consuming successive units of a given commodity. You refer to that as your marginal utility, which tends to decline. And your marginal utility formula is change in total utility over change in what? In quantity. Then the next formula, or concept there, is average utility. What is average utility? The satisfaction consumer derive for consuming a unit of a given commodity. That satisfaction you derive, which is AU, is total utility divided by quantity. It's referred or known as what? Average utility. Now, looking at the mathematical aspect, or before the mathematical aspect, We'll now look at the relationship between total utility and marginal utility. Relationship between total utility and marginal utility. Now this is the diagram here, and this is total utility diagram here. You observe this one, and this one dissect it at this junction here. This is TU, and this is what? MU. You observe here that as TU increases, MU what? So your A, as TU increases, MU tends to what? Decrease. MU decreases. 2. When TU is at maximum, MU is 0. When TU is at maximum, MU is 0. 3. When TU is decreasing, MU is negative. MU is negative. When T is decreasing, MU is negative. Is that clear? Now it's very important for you to take note of all these things because it comes out as intervals. Now the next line of action is the mathematical aspects. Having noted this, we'll go straight to the mathematical aspects very quickly. Now let's call this guy U, AU, and what? N, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now if you have 8,000 here, dash, dash, 4,500 here, dash, dash, 600 here, dash, dash, and 15,000 dash, dash. I am told to fill the gap. What do we do? To get our TU2, which is what? AU times Q. 4 5 times 2, that would be what? 9,000. Okay? Now to get, let me add 6,000 there, and I was also decided to add to make this one 50,000. Alright, to get for TU3, that will be, I can make this one X. So as usual, X minus 9,000 over 3 minus 2 is equal to what? 6,000. So that will be X minus 9,000 is equal to 6,000. Make X the subject of the formula. That's 6,000 plus 9,000, and that will give us what? 15,000. So this fellow is 15,000. Now to get for AU, your AU is what? TU divided by a quantity, and that will be what? 8,000 divided by 1, and that will give us what? 8,000. So this guy is what? 8,000, and 50,000 divided by 3, and that will give us 5,000. I want to believe that 50,000 divided by 12 is, let me know guys, let me add it. 50,000. Calculator refused to attend to me, divided by 4. So 4 can go here 1, 4 can go here 2. And we have 4 in 10. 4 times 1, 4 times 2 is 8. So what do you have here? 2, 5, 0, 0. That's 22,000, 12,500. That's 12,500. That's 12,500. But let's be very sure. 12,500 times 4. That's what I'm going to give us this. 0, 0, 4 times 5, 20, 4 times 8, 10. Correct. She's very correct. She has no little doubt. So if there's no calculator, you can use your hand. Now this is dash. To get for this, MU, 9,000 minus 8 over 2 minus 1. So, I think I can rub off it, I don't need to do it again. So that will be 9,000 minus 8,000 over 2 minus 1 that's 1,000, so this is 1,000. The first MU is always dash. As you get to E, that will be what? MU4 will be what? 50,000 minus 15,000 over what? 4 minus 3. And that will give us what? 35,000. 35,000. So that's the mathematical aspect on utility. And the next line of action in which we need to talk about is how you derive, how utility curve or how the demand curve is derived using the marginal utility curve. Deriving the demand curve using marginal utility curve. Deriving demand curve. Now if we have a diagram like this and another diagram goes like this, and you have this and like that, you call this one, let me clean so I can add space, then put it here. You call this one marginal curve. And you have this as demand curve. Now, this that goes there, it goes there, it goes there, and like that. And this one dissects, it's there, 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 and there. We call this guy the demand curve, we call this guy the MU curve. Now, when we have a diagram of this sort, we can decide to call this guy MU1, MU2, and MU3, P1, P2, and P3. What do we see here? Now you can call this guy Q1, Q2, and Q3, Q1, Q2, and Q3. From the diagram, you observe or realize that the consumer will always want to buy more commodity where the satisfaction in which you derive from that commodity is higher. Now, when you look at the diagram on the board there, you observe that at MU3 is where you have the highest level of satisfaction in the first commodity. So consumers will be willing to purchase more P3 for the first use of commodity when the satisfaction is what? Higher. So when it decides to buy the second unit, what happens to the satisfaction? It tends to decline. What happens to the price? It also tends to decline. So from the analysis, the demand curve was actually gotten from the law of diminishing marginal utility curve. We observe here that as the satisfaction is declining, the quantity is also declining, which leads to the loss of demand. That says the higher the price, the lower the quantity demanded, and the lower the price, the higher the quantity demanded. I'll just give you a few there. So it was actually from the marginal utility curve that the law of demand was actually formulated from. So it's no longer an excuse whenever you sit down. So that's attends to that curiosity. Alright, now without wasting much time, there are certain other things that you need to know in this topic. Things like law of diminishing marginal utility. The law of diminishing marginal utility is another thing that you need to know. Law of diminishing marginal utility, and states that as more of the commodity is consumed successively, total utility tends to increase until it stays after which there will be a decline. Why? Because as a result of a continuous addition. Let me show it out in diagram so that I can use the diagram to explain better. So you use your total utility and you can see the marginal utility here. And this point here is known as the saturated point. Your TU. So the law of diminishing marginal utility states that as successive units of a commodity is consumed, total utility continues to increase while marginal utility decreases until a point. That point is called the point of satiety. Further consumption of the commodity will lead to disutility. That law is law of diminishing marginal utility. You continue to increase as your successively the commodity is increasing. What happens? Every tends to decrease until a point of saturity, after which it goes to its utility, and the concept is known as diminishing marginal utility. Wow! Now there's another thing we need to know, which is known as budget line. What is budget line? This is how budget line looks like. A budget line is the combination of goods that can be purchased within a consumer's income bracket. Let me help you out. If you are working and you have 100,000 naira as your income, that 100,000 naira is the budget line. It cannot, everything you want to purchase is going to be within the 100,000 naira. So it is known as a budget line, or you can call it a budget constraint, or it's otherwise known as a budget limit. So that combination of goods that can be purchased within a consumer income bracket is called a budget line. You understand that? So it's known as a budget line. Now the next line of action is what you call consumer surplus. If you have something of this nature and you have this there, what you call this? This portion is called consumer surplus. What is consumer surplus? The difference in the price in which you would have paid and the price in which you actually paid. That difference in the price in which you would have paid and the price you actually paid is called a surplus. Let me analyze what I mean by that. You actually program your mind to buy a commodity for 5,000 naira. And when you went to the market, you bought the commodity for 3,500 naira. Have you made some gain? Oh yes. What's the gain? Yes, I guess you're correct. That's 1,500 naira. How did you get it? The amount you intended to buy, which was 5,000 naira, and the amount in which you now bargained to buy, which is 3,500 naira. The difference in the price in which you anticipated to buy and the price in which you now purchase is called a consumer surplus. So consumer surplus invariably is the difference in the price in which a consumer would have paid for a commodity and the price in which he actually paid. Alright. Having said that, the next line is what we call indifference curve. Indifference curve. Indifference curve is simply defined as the locus or combination of goods. A locus or combination of goods that give consumers equal level of satisfaction. So that locus or combination of goods that gives consumer equal level of satisfaction is called the indifference curve. And how does it look like? The indifference curve is like this. Now, when you have different indifference curve, what do you call it? You call it indifference map. Combination of several indifference curve is known as what? Indifference map. For example, you have IC1, IC2, and IC3. IC3 is greater than IC2, and IC2 is greater than what? IC1. Now, before we go further, there are some characteristics that you must note. What are those characteristics? One of the characteristics is what? It slows down from the point of origin. Characteristics of indifference curve. Two or more indifference curve can never meet. 3. The further it is from the point of origin, the greater the satisfaction. You can see that IC3 is greater than IC2 and it's also greater than IC1. So the further it is from the point of origin, the greater its satisfaction or utility. Now the next line of action is we also realize that it is negatively sloped. You observe here that it is also what? Negatively sloped. Is that clear? So, now, in a clear fact, you should note is if you have a budget line here. This point where a budget line meets or intersects with an indifference curve is called the optimal point. Optimal point, optimal point. Point of intersection, you call it what? Optimal point. The optimal point is the point in which a possible indifference curve meets or intersects with a budget line. Such a point is known as optimal point. Alright, I want to believe that you've gotten what I said. Let's click on this one in. This is the optimal point. Now, finally, I want to talk to you about utility maximization. Now, when you talk about utility maximization, you are referring to the satisfaction in which consumer derives, as the satisfaction consumer derives from the money he pays on the commodity. Now, so that satisfaction consumer derives, in which a consumer derives from the amount he paid on the use of a commodity, is called your utility maximization. Consumer's satisfaction. It's very, very important for us to take note of that and for us to analyze that each time it comes to us. Now, another thing we need to know in this topic is types of utility or measurement of utility. There are just two of the measurement. We have the cardinalist and we have the ordinalist approach. Cardinalist approach, we measure utility based on the monetary value. I have 10 naira worth of commodity, I have 20 naira worth of commodity. If the value of the 20 naira is higher, what do I use? I use the cardinalist approach. But when you look at the ordinalist approach measures utility based on the magnitude of the ranking of a commodity. That art is known or referred to as what? The ordinalist approach. So at this junction, I want you to feel those and always get ready whenever I see them. Summarize all I have taught you, and I just wish you the climax. Thank you.